What's up, Bridal Babes? I hope you're ready for another exciting episode of your favorite local wedding show, Bridal Buzz. I'm your host, Kat, and today's episode is 10 ways to avoid being the worst wedding guest ever. So let's get into it. Now, before we get started today, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Limelight Photography and Video. I can't wait for you guys to learn more about them, but let's get into the meat of the conversation. 10 ways to avoid being the worst wedding guest ever. First on the list, if this is news to you, I'm glad you're here because you're gonna need to hear this. Do not wear white to the wedding. I'm really hoping that this one is an obvious one for everyone out there, but you never know. So I just want to make that clear. Do not wear white to the wedding, unless that's what they're going for. And then please wear white to their wedding. And that also applies to pearly colors, light silvers, creams, beiges. If you're questioning that outfit, maybe just try to do something else instead. Number 2 on the list, do not text the bride on the day of the wedding. Let her live her life, them, him, whatever. You do not need to be texting the people that are getting married on that day, asking them questions about logistics, about what to wear, about what time to be somewhere. They have other things to worry about. And brides, this is for you. Remember to give your guests a point of contact, whether that be the mom, the planner, the maid of honor. You do not need to be worried about answering texts, phone calls on the day where you should just be relaxing, drinking a mimosa with your favorite people. Number 3. Don't forget to RSVP and think you can just show up to a wedding. Don't think you can RSVP late and show up to a wedding. If there's an RSVP deadline on the invitation, make sure you follow that. The couple that's getting married is doing so much to make sure that your experience is going to be good, so please do what you can as a guest to make sure the couple's experience is just as good. The RSVP is super important to make sure not only you get the food that you need on that night, but to make sure you have a place to sit for dinner. So RSVP as soon as you're confident that you're going. Just make it known, get on that list, get your meal taken care of, and make that bride's life easier. Moving on, number 4, don't post pictures of the bride or groom on their day of without their permission. There might be some couples that are okay with you sharing their pictures online the day of the wedding, but personally, I don't want anyone to be sharing about my big day until I'm the one doing it first. And I honestly don't really want people sharing their iPhone photos of my wedding. I cannot wait for them to get the photos that I paid for. Get those pictures that are the highest quality, that are gonna make you remember your memories in the most beautiful way. Share that with your guests. Let them post those. Linda, I didn't even tell people this was happening today. Just let me do it for myself first, okay? So again, do not post pictures of the wedding before you make sure the couple is okay with that. Let me take a quick sip of my Boom City coffee before we get to number 5. Number 5, do not get up and take pictures during the ceremony. This might sound harsh to some people, but again, the couple is paying for a photographer to be there to capture those moments. I guarantee you the angle that you have, the photo quality that you have on your camera is not going to be better than what that photographer can provide. So be there, be in the moment, take in that ceremony. Don't be a distraction, getting up, moving around, crouching with your phone camera, telling people to get out of the way. Let the photographer do their job and you be the guest. So now that we've covered number 5, we are halfway through our list of 10 ways to avoid being the worst wedding guest ever. Before we move on, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Limelight Photography and Video. They are an amazing San Antonio local team that can provide not just photography for your big moments, but video as well. Having both of those in the same place makes your life easier, and the quality of their work speaks for itself. Go check them out today on sanantonioweddings.com, Limelight Photography and Video. Okay, let's get back to it, Bridal Babes. Number 6, don't ask for a different meal. If you have the option to choose what kind of protein you're looking for, that's one thing. The bride is giving you that option. But if you feel like you want to eat something that the bride is not providing, keep it to yourself. Go get a pizza after the wedding. It'll be okay. They're paying a lot for those meals and they did a lot of prep. They put a lot of thought into it. So make sure you respect that couple on the day of. Eat the food you're provided. I'm sure it'll be delicious. It's not going to be the worst thing that ever happened to you to have a free meal. Number 7 on our list of 10 ways to avoid being the worst wedding guest ever. Don't request music unless the bride says it's okay. Some couples spend a lot of time curating their playlist for the reception. They do a lot of work making sure all of their favorite songs are going to be on that list and that they're gonna be songs that people wanna dance to. So unless your bride has given you the okay to request music during the reception, you gotta leave it up to the DJ. You gotta leave it up to the couple that decided on the playlist that's gonna be played. I know you might wanna hear Mambo number 5, but if the bride doesn't, I feel like a lot of these are coming off a little bit harsh, but just remember, this is not your big day. This is the couple that has spent potentially years planning this, so make sure you're doing your best to respect the people that you're celebrating. Coming toward the end of our list, we have 3 left today. Number 8, don't get too crazy at the open bar. Just because it says open bar doesn't mean it's open for everything. Take it easy. Again, be respectful toward the couple that you're celebrating. If you feel like you might have one too many, try and avoid that. Nobody wants to see a messy guest falling over themselves, making a mess, distracting the couple from the real reason they're there, which is to celebrate their love. So have a good time, but make sure you do it responsibly. Second to last, number 9, don't get the couple a gift that isn't on their registry. I know you might think you saw something at the Home Goods that this couple really absolutely needs, but if the couple isn't putting it on their registry, they again spent a lot of time making that list for you to make your life easier and for them to actually get something that they're wanting out of it. If you guys want to learn more about wedding registries, we do have a full episode all about them, so we can check that out here. But yes, that couple spent lots of time, lots of energy making sure they put things that would actually have value for them on that list. So again, this is all about respecting the couple and their wishes for their big day. And last but not least today, bridal babes, number 10. Don't try and be the star of the show at the wedding. That is for the bride and the groom. That is their day to be the star. You can be the star of the show at any other party you go to, that's fine. But if you feel like your makeup is looking flawless and you feel like your outfit is looking flawless, that's good. But just remember, you don't want to be stealing attention from the couple that's getting married. Some people recommend not to wear sequins, not to wear over dramatic makeup, just to respect the couple getting married and make sure that they are the prettiest person in the room, to make sure that they are the ones that stand out the most when you're looking at the crowd. So I hope this list helps you approach your wedding guestness. If you're a bride, a groom looking to help your guest, I hope this helped you. If you're planning on being a guest to a wedding, I also hope this helped you. Bridal babes, remember today's video is sponsored by Limelight Photography and Video. You can find them on sanantonioweddings.com. And don't forget, the buzz doesn't have to stop here. We're everywhere online talking about weddings 24/7, and we have new Bridal Buzz episodes every Monday. So we'll see you next time.